What's up? Welcome back. I'm John Stark, TheMovieGuy.com, your favorite blind film critic, and today it's The Pickup. That's the movie we're talking about today. It's the 2025 Amazon original film starring Eddie Murphy, Pete Davidson, Keke Palmer. Along with that, we've got Eva Longoria, or Eva Longoria, Eva. We've got Roman Reigns is in this, which was interesting. I don't know that I've seen him in a movie. Maybe I have. I don't know. I feel like that's new. Maybe he's the next wrestler to have a film career. Marshawn Lynch, who's been doing some interesting film work as of late, and Andrew Dice Clay, who was on the sort of rebound in ability to get better work than this, but I guess he's back to this now, getting small little shitty roles in films. It's directed by Tim Story. Yeah, it's directed by this is directed by the guy who brought us the Ride Along franchise, the mid-2000s Fantastic Four franchise. He usually directs pretty accessible films. I don't really have a huge comment on, did I see his name and expect more? Did I see his name and expect less? I saw his name and I expected competency. That's what I expected. He's not really an auteur who has like a distinct style that I thought would come through in this film. I thought he is somebody who has been able to handle the sort of the buddy formula, which he's proven before. And I figured that would work here with Murphy and Davidson. So what this is two armored car drivers. One of them is the grizzled older one, played by Eddie Murphy, and the other one is the younger Pete Davidson, are tasked with doing this truck route. And it turns out that it's all part of this elaborate plan run by Keke Palmer, and she's there to try to take their truck, and but will they let her? But who will prevail in the end? Yeah, so Keke Palmer is the bad person here, which is slightly a spoiler, but it also is like the whole movie. But she has an interesting way of inserting her way at the beginning of the film, sort of into Pete Davidson's life, which gives her the information to be able to do the heist to begin with. So I guess from the very beginning of the movie, it's sort of a spoiler, but I'm assuming if you've seen any trailer for this movie at all, you would know that Keke Palmer is the quote-unquote bad guy in this, the villain, if there is one. So I kind of need to talk about the film more than this. It's very surface level. So if we can dive into spoilers now, that would be great. So one of the things that works and doesn't work about the film is Eddie Murphy. He is both. I know it's a conundrum. We're in a conundrum where he works and doesn't work at the same time. I kept trying to line things up, like he's been working at this company for 25 years, and Eddie Murphy is actually 64. That would mean that he started this career at 39. Most people don't start their careers at 39, so I'm kind of wondering what age they're playing Murphy at, because it's hard to play him as like the grizzled, near retirement age, old fogey, when he also needs to be, 24 years, 25 years is, it almost gives him the latitude to have more energy than he does. Murphy's performance here is both, he is both one of the reasons to watch this movie, but it's also kind of depressing because he doesn't have nearly the energy that he does for some of his previous films. He's attacking this with sort of that laid-back energy that he does when he plays somebody's father in every single movie, even though he has no kids in this. He's playing like he did in You People, right? Where he everything was just funny because he has a certain way of being able to deliver a line, which is true, he does. Several lines land simply because Eddie Murphy has a way of being able to land them. However, when you think about the frenetic energy that Murphy used to have in his younger days, and you look at this now, it's sort of Sandler had to try to bring that energy back for Happy Gilmore, sort of there, but still they feel old. But Sandler kind of ropes into it with Happy Gilmore having been a character that existed previously, and then he's now just doing the older version, so he gets to do the "I'm old" jokes. Murphy here is just trying to play younger. They've given him, Eva Longoria is his spouse. They're having their 25th anniversary. I think it's their 25th anniversary at the same time. I guess they got married and he started his career at the same time. She's 14 years younger than he is in reality. So I think they're trying to play him younger, which should give the man a Red Bull. I don't know what to say. Murphy was always at his best when he entered any frame like he had just done a mountain of cocaine. Like he had the kind of frenetic energy behind him that he totally lacks here. He's got dad energy here, even though he's not a father, even though he has no kids that he's protecting. He's just tired. He's got the Danny Glover, I'm too old for this shit, Lethal Weapon going on. But not even like the first Lethal Weapon. He's got Danny Glover Lethal Weapon 4 energy here, where he's like, I'm actually too old for this shit, so here's Chris Rock. Because I quite literally cannot anymore. I mean, comparatively, Murphy is not that much older than Tom Cruise, who's still jumping from buildings in Mission Impossible. So I don't know what it is and how to get Murphy. Maybe Red Bull. I honestly, I don't know what it is. He had more energy when he did the Beverly Hills Cop 4 film. Here he is very dad energy. He's got so much dad to granddad energy here, where he knows how to deliver a line. Absolutely 100%. He's probably the reason to watch the film. And then he's also not, because the other person coming up on him is Keke Palmer, who does have youthful energy and absolutely is killing it in the comedy field. One of Them Days from earlier this year is one of the best comedies of the year. And it's largely due to Keke Palmer, who has, even though she's not a comedian, has really learned how to land comic timing. So her villain role, which is not written great, because they kind of pull back on her being the villain, and she ends up being a hero by the end in the film. Like, the villain is corporate greed. That's why I need to talk a little bit about spoilers. So she's going through all this to try to hijack this truck, but she doesn't really need the money that's inside of it at the time. They also make a joke because there's like a frozen monkey in there. And some of the jokes are great. I mean, there are some truly great jokes in there. And Pete Davidson is great at being a dumbass. Like, he's trying to play a different kind of dumbass here than what he usually plays. Yeah, he's good at it. Some good jokes here, especially the one with the monkey and Pete Davidson thinking that monkey was worth $60 million. Love it. And Murphy's just... he knows how to deliver a line. He just delivers a line with all the enthusiasm of cashing a paycheck. Yeah, so Keke has all the energy. Keke has the youthful, explosive way of attacking a scene and feeling like, there's a little bit of energy in it. Even Davidson, because he's trying to tone himself down, feels like he lacks energy. Or he's being given the wrong direction, or he's trying to steer his career in such a different direction than where he was before. I've heard he's gotten all of his tattoos removed. I don't know if that was before or after this movie, but he sort of went through this painful process of removing all the tattoos, I guess, so he could be taken seriously as an actor. I don't know. Um, eh, Whatever. I don't think films like this are going to help him get taken serious as an actor. Uh, but eh, I think Davidson is funny. The problem is he's not Eddie Murphy, and Eddie Murphy is basically like walking through this, and he still is somehow lapping Pete Davidson, which is, I don't understand it. Davidson is just the way that his character's been written is just unfortunate. Eva Longoria, considering the last thing we saw her in was War of the Worlds, this is like a massive step up for her. Even though this film is still not good, War of the Worlds was atrocious. This is at least um, I want to say watchable, but I'm not giving this a fresh score. I mean, it is technically watchable. This is a film where, even though I don't like it, if somebody else liked it, I'm gonna be like, okay. Like, this is close enough. This isn't so far away, so far removed. Like War of the Worlds. Um, there's another YouTube critic that I love to watch, who basically said, no, normally it's fun to have discourse about films. But this is not, there's no discourse on this. This movie's fucking terrible. And if you say you like it, then you're an idiot. And I kind of felt that about War of the Worlds. Like, it's an impossible to love film. And anybody who thinks they like that film, like, it should be a red flag for the rest of their life. Like, liked 2025's War of the Worlds. Like, there's some films that you're just like, it can't be likable. Like, it's impossible. So this one, yeah, I can see why people would enjoy it. It doesn't have, it's light. It doesn't have, it's not overly action heavy or dramatic or depressing in any way. It's an easy to just sort of put on in the background type of film. I'm like one of the only people who really didn't like Heads of State. I thought the movie was profoundly stupid. It's turned out to be Amazon's biggest hit. It's like certified fresh or something on Rotten Tomatoes. I don't know. I just thought, I mean, there's a scene where John Cena rips a statue from the ground and throws it at a helicopter. I got nothing, but I thought they took down Air Force One in like 2 seconds. I mean, it's just, some of that was just a little bit much for me. This feels a little bit more paint by numbers, a little bit more like we've seen it before. We've had these armored car movies before, and we just have some actors that we're familiar with, and they're doing it again. And they've thrown in a little bit of a twist with Keke Palmer's character to try to switch it up and make it so you're like, oh, wait a minute, does the film have a villain? No, the film is corporate greed. Never mind, Keke Palmer is not the villain. We thought she was, because she had the gun. So, yeah, Eva Longoria ends up in this film with more screen time than she really needed to be, but hey, that's it. So no heavy spoilers, but I just needed to wind a little bit more into spoiler territory for you. I don't know, the direction by Tim Story is just kind of like, whatever. But I don't look at Tim Story and go, oh man, I thought this was going to get an Oscar nomination. I look at Tim Story and I go, he should be able to competently get me from point A to point B. But then again, I didn't quite love Rise of the Silver Surfer. I don't love all of his movies, but yeah, he should have been able to competently get me from point one to the end. So he kind of did that. Again, I'm not super down on this movie, but I am rotten on it. I can't actually say this is a good movie. And even the parts of it that I enjoyed, like Murphy, there are also parts of it that I was like, damn, why is he so old? The film seems to be trying to like not telegraph quite how old he is. And yes, he is like sort of the veteran, but he feels like he's got grandpa energy in this for some reason. And they've given him, he's so old that if he had been working at the armored car company, because let's be honest, the armored car business is not one that you don't have to go through college to start working at the armored car business. I mean, feasibly, he could have been working at the armored car business for like 45 years. So they've already sort of given him either like a different backstory or life story by saying 25 years, or they've made him younger. They've done something here by only saying he's been doing this for 25 years, because either he was doing something else before and he is 64, or whatever. But I also think they're trying to pull him younger, which is what they always try to do with men, which is why they always have younger female counterparts on screen. So they tried to pull him down by giving him Eva Longoria, 14 years younger. So with that comes energy, though. With that comes the ability to, he doesn't have to run anywhere. He doesn't have to do anything. It's just, even just the way Murphy used to talk and used to attack lines had more energy and pizzazz to it. He used to talk fast. I mean, Beverly Hills Cop is brilliant because of him, not because it's the greatest movie of all time. Like without him in it, like if you just put like any random dude in Beverly Hills Cop, I don't know that the film would work. It works because of Eddie Murphy. So, yeah, it's a mixed bag. You can say he's one of the reasons to watch it, but you can also say it's kind of depressing to watch him. So, for this film, for the pickup, I'm going with a 5 out of 10. I'm like, it's a rotten for me. So, the audio description was fine. I was hoping to stay, but man, Amazon, if you don't have your thing disabled, where it starts playing, it got me too quickly, and I wasn't able to get out of it quick enough, and I went into something I'd never even heard of before. I was like, what is this new movie that you suggested for me? So yeah, I didn't get the audio description information, but I'm gonna, if I had to use my audio description knowledge, I would say it was Media Access Group, because the narrator's voice, I hear him all the time. It's the guy who does like Elizabeth and stuff like that on for Media Access Group for CBS and those kind of shows. So yeah, it was fine. There's some action sequences in it, mostly having to do with driving. So there you go. It wasn't really the highlight of it, though. It was kind of just the movie's The energy that I have now is the energy the movie has. So if you like my energy, first of all, subscribe. But yeah, that's the energy in the film. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on the other side.